So, yes, what's up? No, nothing from you guys. You guys cannot uh, chat, or how did it work for you guys? Okay, let's just jump into our class. So this is the intro. Like today's class is about headings, images, links, and text formatting tags. And if you cannot hear me, just use the chat box to chat with me. And this is the assignment of yesterday. Like it's not so fancy, it's just a plain HTML file. I asked you guys to write a plain HTML file and just send it back to me, so that I can see that what you are really understanding in the class. Alright, so that is about yesterday. Now coming to today. Okay, let's just see, for those guys who were not here yesterday, so let's just show them how does yesterday's program look like. So how do you open the file? I've already told you guys, just go. Or no, anybody can try. I'll tell you guys, when the class is paid and when it's not paid. So don't worry about the payment, just learn for the first, like, you know to pricing page, it's only for paid. Oh, that's the assessment, it's not assignment. It is a assessment. So assessment is something like a test. Okay, so assignment is on the page which I guess you guys have got the email regarding the videos. So in the same page you see three different tabs: the source files, which is nothing but the files which I have seen yesterday in the class, and the other tab is class notes. Sometimes what I really do is, like, I just type in information and provide it as a PDF so that you guys can revise it later. Okay, that's one thing. And there's other tab called assignments, where it can be a PDF file, it can be a image. You download it, see it what's in there, and just submit it back. Okay, I'm gonna show it in a while. So guys, just give me a second. My internet, I'm on Wi-Fi, so I'll hook up to LAN and I'll be coming back. So meanwhile, you guys make some introductions, like, have some social aspects of learning. Okay, so see you in a while. So yeah, hi Fugale, how are you? I'm back. So I'll just show you guys how to use a website. Maybe I gotta do a video regarding that, but I don't find time, so hence I cannot give it. So let's use this as an opportunity to show people out there to how to use the website. So I'm gonna share my screen here. Just let me know, guys, if you have any problem in seeing my screen, so that we can fix something real quick. So how's your day, guys? How's your day going on? So can you guys see my screen here? So this is the main web page, tutoslive.com. You see on the main page itself, we have the two courses. One is the coming soon course. You guys can see my screen here, yes or no? If you could say, or can you guys see my screen? Great. So this is the main page, tutoslive.com. Okay, go to the course. You guys have been enrolled in Super 10. So this is the page, Super 10 page. So if you're not enrolled, you can click on enroll now. You get enrolled. Okay, so if you are willing to pay, then click on the pricing, so that you'll be taken to the pricing page. And this is a course plan, what we're gonna discuss, what we're gonna do at Tutoslive in Super 10. This is the thing which we'll do. And when you scroll down, you see the students who have enrolled for this course. So these guys are enrolled in the course for both, for live class and recorded classes. So it shows up, you know people who have enrolled for the live class and people who have enrolled for the recorded class too. That does not mean these guys come up for the live class. Okay, so these are the number of people you see here. We have few students here in the class today. So the Vishal Agarwal over there, and yeah, and Chetan here. Okay, so these are the guys who have enrolled for the course. Now coming here this particular section here. Okay, if you click on this is today's class, so you can say join class will take you to the class there. Okay, so we don't want this, we want the past classes. So this is yesterday's class, so click on the yesterday's class. You see here, this is a video of yesterday's class, and here is a summary. It talks about what is in there, the video. Okay, and this is a source code which is yesterday's class. This particular file here, you can download it when you only when you're logged in, you can download it. So click on download, so this comes up and say okay, so it has been downloaded. Now you can see it here, it's been downloaded. Okay, so the next is this section is a source code, and this is class notes. So as I told you, class notes is nothing but whenever I feel like writing something. Oh, for you, click on download. Maybe I just showed it, right? It did not take me there. I know. Well, maybe you did not log in that time. Maybe, I don't know. So you can only download when you log into the system. It's not for everybody. The videos are for everybody. Anybody can watch the videos, even they are not logged in or registered. But download is strict for the users who have been registered, and it's for everybody again. Okay, can you try it now? But because there was some problem yesterday. I fixed it right now. Again, it's doing the same. The same file. You should not. Oh, this is weird. I don't know, maybe. Okay, let me try with a different account maybe. So again, the assignments. So here you see here, I just said download. Oh, this is it, the assignment, right? So you guys are talking about this. So the problem with this is, okay, I know how to fix this. Okay, so you can hack it too. So the real problem is with this. Then I'll say download. Now this should work. Okay, to maybe, yeah, I'll fix that. Thanks for reminding. So guys, yeah, uh, and this is the feedback. You can give me a feedback if you want. You click on feedback, it will take to the feedback form. And there was an error yesterday, it has been fixed too. So you can drop the feedback anytime. Only once you can drop the feedback. Even though you give it twice or thrice, I won't accept it. So that's the feedback over there, and you can share with your friends. This is the social sharing. You can share it on Facebook, you can tweet about it, you can share on G+. Okay, so that's about the website over there, and there's nothing more than that in the website. All you guys need to take care of is this particular page. So you are on Super 10, you are in Super 10, click here every time, you'll see this page, and you can talk to your friends, your fellow students. And this hasn't been done. I'm working on this section, like to check his LinkedIn profiles, or you can make professional friends. You can say hi. When you say hi, it's just a notification to this guy, and you can send a message to the person saying whatever you wish to say. Okay, so I'm gonna implement this pretty soon, I know. So guys, just upload your pictures so that this page looks more colorful and beautiful. Okay, that's one request from my side. just upload your whatever pictures, or if you want to pull in your Facebook pictures, I can do that too, but I don't want to indulge in your social profile, so that's the reason I did not do it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, okay, coming there. Okay, so you go to your account here after you logged in. Okay, you see here the drop down, click on settings. Okay, I'll show the settings here. You can unsubscribe from the emails. When you say unsubscribe, you won't get any emails, you won't get any updates, any blog posts, any special emails, but you'll still get the class reminders. Because the reason why I made it mandatory, because uh, class is something which is important than the updates. So that's the reason I made the class updates mandatory. You cannot do it, but even if you do not want to receive class reminders too, just say unenroll. So unenroll will take you out of Tutoslive. You won't be receiving any emails. But you can still log in. There is no restriction on login. You can still log in and you can still watch the videos, you can still watch, download the files, but you won't be receiving any updates, you won't be receiving class updates too. Okay, so that is about that. And coming to the profile pictures, go here account. Okay, so here is it. You have to say edit. This is your information, this is my information. Okay, and I say edit. So here is that I can change my password. I have to confirm my password again. Then I can remove the change the picture to if I want. So here you change the picture, you change it and say click to update. So just update your profile so you can upload the pictures over there. Alright, that's one thing. And the contact, you guys know. And I get a lot of queries. These are real time queries. Like people as and then when they contact me, I just put it up here because others can get some help out of these questions. Okay, I'm working on this more. More is nothing but all the questions which they post to me. Alright, so and this is a classroom. So this classroom is different for different people. So somebody who is enrolled in being freelancer program, they won't see this class, and if somebody who is enrolled into the blogger coder, they won't see this particular screen. So they can't really access the class unless and until you enroll in the class. Okay, so you see only 3 classes here. If you want to see more classes, okay, you click on more, so it will take to the again the same page, Super 10 page, where you see the course plan and the classes. Okay, great, fantastic. So I hope I'm clear. So who's the new guy here? Chinmay, Ankush. Hey, what's up, man? Ankush, how are you? So guys, Ankush here. He's from Ludhiana. Okay, he's a BTech student and he works closely with Tutoslive as a past student. So when I say past student, he only attended the very few classes. Now he wants to take up the full course. Okay, that's about Ankush. So meet Mr. Ankush. Ankush, we have uh, 5 more guys here. Uh, and Ankush might be sleeping. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. So how do you see a HTML page when you have written the code? So all you gotta do is like navigate to the folder, click on it, double click on it. It might be open here. Okay, it's here. Okay, so everything is a P here, a paragraph tag we have seen yesterday. Okay, this is our first program. Now let's do some more modifications to not to this program. Let's see a different program here. Okay, even before talking about the program, I'll be telling you guys the syntax of what we're gonna discuss in today's class. Okay, so that is it. That's the yesterday's program. Now let's jump into our today's program, today's topic. So headings. So you see these fancy headings. Let me just okay. Let's just discuss the topic here and I'll show you some examples where these headings are used actually. Okay, so headings. HTML supports 6 types of heading tags. Heading tags. So what does really a heading do? What is a heading? Heading is something which is bold and which is bigger than the normal text. That's it, that's a heading tag. Okay, so heading tags are always come in pairs. So pair tags are nothing but which has an opening tag and which has a closing tag. So the first being h1. H1 is heading 1, the the bigger of all the heading tags. This one is a bigger one. So when you use h1, use this is the highest font size a heading can have, a heading tag can have, h1. And in the middle goes the content. Okay, in the middle goes the content. Then we have a h2 tag which is slightly lesser than the h1 tag, and here goes the content. Okay, like such we have h3, h4, h5 and h6. H6 being the last one, and h6 looks like a normal text, it does not look like a heading. Okay, these are the heading tags. So why heading tags? Suppose there are two reasons why heading tags. The first reason is you want, if you have a text in your HTML page, okay, if you have a a text in your HTML page where you want to highlight it in a bigger font size and a bolder, then you use header tags. Okay, it depends upon, it's solely depends upon. Yeah, Anil, do you have a question here? I see you have raised, you clicked on the raise hand. So if you have any question, just drop down in the chat box. Okay, so that's one reason. If you want to, if you want your text to be stand out, or if you want to highlight something like a heading, then you go for the heading tag. And the next purpose of a heading tag is SEO. I hope you guys have heard about it. SEO is search engine optimization. This is nothing but like you have a website and you want to show this website in the first results of Google, then you have to optimize it. Optimization. Okay, you have to optimize it. So optimize is nothing but making improvements so that this appears in the first pages of Google when you search for it. Like for instance, say whenever somebody searches for PHP, let's say I want my site to be in the first place, right? Because people don't navigate out of the first page. Very few times they navigate from the first page, but every time they click on something which is on the first page itself. So that is search engine optimization. Okay, so people strive for it, load, there are some millions of websites over there, and if Google can only show 10 websites on the front page, then that's really bad, right? So people always strive for it, people always struggle to get their website on the front pages. So why again, so for that very reason, what Google crawlers, they are called as crawlers, they do is like they look for the heading tags and they take this content as a keyword. Okay, so whenever you find heading tags, if you use your heading tags in your pages, stuff your keywords inside the heading tags so that crawlers take them and index, so that your website appears higher and higher on Google search. Okay, so that's two reasons why we use heading tags. One is to stand out your content, your text content. The other reason is for SEO. Okay, that's headings. Now the second part. So let's do a program. Let's see a program. No more talking. So let's see. Let's make the class more interactive. I got few suggestions yesterday from Ganesh that the class to be more interactive. So let's start implementing interactivity in the class. So for that reason, I need your response too. I can't seriously talk myself and keep on talking so that you guys fall asleep. Okay, so instead I want I'll pose questions. You guys have to answer them. Okay, and just keep on following me. Okay, great. Okay, fantastic. So let's see a program here. So again, every time, I hope you guys can see my screen. Yeah, yes, great. So here, every time the document starts with doc type HTML. Okay, then the next tag is HTML tag. So here the whole HTML code goes in. Then there is a head tag. I use indentation because it makes your programming structured. Okay, then there is a title. So I call this title as Tutoslive Super 10 text formatting. Okay, so that is the title. and then here goes the body is where my content lies in. So whatever I write, I have to write inside the body. So heading, so let's use h1. Okay, this is heading 1. Look at its size. So I'll save this. I'll say text formatting.html. So text formatting.html. So save. I saved it. I go here. I double click it. So you see. Okay, to differentiate, what I really do is I just use a p tag here. Hey, I am a paragraph. I look a bit smaller than the heading guy. So let's see. I just refresh. For refresh, I can use F5. Okay. If I click on F5, this is how it appears. So you see that there is an enormous. See, this content looks highlighted. It's bold and bigger in size, whereas this content, this is a normal text and it looks smaller in size. Okay. Yeah, so that's about the heading over there. So now and you can see here one thing you can see here is the heading tag. Okay, this is the content, and the paragraph tag, this is the content. They are not side by side, they have been pushed, nothing is allowed by the side of them. You can see it here. I'll write one more. I'll write a text here, normal text. This is not a tag at all, not a tag at all. These guys pushed me to the bottom. Let's say push me to the last, not bottom. So now you see here there's a difference. Now this is not a tag at all. Okay, and these guys, heading and paragraph, are pushing the data or pushing the content to the next line. Okay, now I'll try to write one more in the next line. I have written something here in the next line. I'm writing something in the next line. This is a new line, but I do not look like one. Okay, let's see. So I refresh. Now you see here, though I have written it in a new line, the browser do not consider it. It's not considering it all at all. That's why this line says this is a new line, but I do not look like one. Okay, so you got it, because you have used a p tag. So now you can find a difference here. There is something which we haven't discussed, and I'll let you guys talk about it. So header tag and p tag. Okay, what are they doing? They are occupying the entire space of their line, right? If they are in that line, they are occupying entire space, even though there is a single character in it. Such tags are called, okay, block level tags. So that means they are occupying entire block, even though they are, they are just even, they are small enough not to occupy the whole width, but still they are occupying the whole width over there. Whereas there are other tags which we'll see in today's class itself. Okay, there are some other tags which are not block level tags. Okay, so header tags are block level tags. Just remember that. I'll be asking this question again in the future, so you guys have to answer it. So block level tags are those tags which occupy the entire space of their line. So I call it line, but usually it's called scope. So oops. Okay. So now how do I separate it? Like I said, unfortunately the new line guy is not a new line. Okay, though we have written it inside a new line. So there is one more tag which is called line break. Okay, so how do we write line break? Is like this. So this is line break. It's unpaired tag. It has only one tag which fulfills the purpose, unlike the header tag and the paragraph tag. Header tag and paragraph tags are paired tags, like they are in pairs. So paired tags and unpaid tags. Okay, paid tags are the header tag, the p tag, which we have seen until now, whereas now br is a standalone tag or unpaid tag which does the purpose. So what does it do? It just breaks the line. So this guy, this small br guy, he breaks the line. So that's the reason it's called break, br. Okay, so every HTML tag has a meaning in itself. Okay, so you don't have to try for it like, okay, what does br do? Br is just a break. So what it does, it just puts a break over there and it pushes the next content to the next line. So let's see how we can achieve that. So here, to help this new line guy, what I do, I'll just add a br here at the end of that. So let's see here, I refresh, you see he has pushed him into a new line. Okay, so if I use one more br there, what does it do? If I use one more br, what happens now? I've used one more br over there, so what should happen? Does it add one more line break or does it just ignore? What should it do actually? Yes, any answers here? I'm looking for some answers. New line inserted, anybody has? Or do you want me to repeat the question? So instead of repeating the question, I'll just type it here. Okay, what happens when I use another br after a br? Does it add a new line there or does it just ignore? So this is the question there. This is our question. It adds a new line. Okay, I just tried. Okay, fine. So let's see. It's adding a new line out there. So this is how you maintain the spaces, but this can be done using our CSS styling. So I add two more BRs. So you see, that's how it pushes the content. Okay, so that's about BR. Okay, line break. That's about our line break. So, and I'm not showing you guys the other headings. So, but I'll tell you which one is the right heading tag. Okay, so whenever you're, keep this in mind for SEO. Every web page, every single web page should have at least one H1. Okay, one H1, and that's it. Okay, always use H3. H3 is a better size. So let's see how H3 is a better size. Okay, I'm gonna just tell about only one H3, and it's your job guys to implement the other heading tags. So it solely depends upon the designer's mindset. If he wants to use a heading tag of size H2, yeah, go ahead and use it, or if not, yeah, just ignore it and go for the next heading tag wherein you find it more comfortable or more appealing. Okay, so let's do it here. So after the paragraph guy, I'll write the H3. Oh, I'm gonna share my screen here. Oh, my screen is there. Okay, so H3 here. This looks like an ideal heading tag. Does it? Okay, just some content over there. So let's see what does. Click here. You see? I mean, it looks like proper heading. See, this is the normal content, and this is our heading content. That's the heading part. Yes. So that's about the heading, guys. That's about the line break. And there is one more guy who is kind of a cousin to the line break. Okay, this guy is HR. So he's not human resource manager. He is a horizontal rule guy. So this guy just adds a horizontal line to the content. So, or let's name this guy. Why should we discriminate with gender. So I say she will add a horizontal line. So it's called horizontal rule. So rule is nothing but, it's a line. Okay, so HR. So usually wherever you go in companies, the HRs are all uh, females. Okay, so that's the reason, the HR is she here. Okay, I'm just playing. Okay, there's no gender discrimination here. I'm absolutely against it. So yeah, this is the HR. Hey Sandeep, what's up, man? I was just I was taking an example of a student, and you were the first person in the enrolled person in Super 10. So and you're up here. So the guys, Sandeep here. So it's up to your job to say hi and byes. I'm really involved in it. Okay, so HR as horizontal rule. So let's see how the horizontal rule is added. So I want to have a line after this, the big guy, the heading guy. Okay, so all I just say is HR. Okay, so and we'll see how does it work. You see that there's a line added up over there, and I want to add a line after, this is not a tag at all, and these guys push me to the last. So I want to add a HR to this poor guy who gets isolated. So I'll add HR, and then I'll add the BRs. So you see that? So this is how I add a horizontal line to my web page. Okay, so that's about it. Heading, BR, and HR. Okay, so for practical examples, I may not talk about practical examples now because uh, it's too early to talk about practical examples here. But when we talk about the CSS, then yeah, I'll talk about some practical examples. But as of now, these are like raw HTML pages. They look like HTML pages, they look like, websites, but still they are really 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 nominal pages. I can seriously build entire website using, just these tags which we have learned until now. Okay, which we will be seeing now. Okay, so I'll show you guys how to build a website about your interests, and stuff. In HTML, we'll take up that small project wherein we, take our portfolio. Okay, just a small portfolio, a resume, I say. Okay, so guys, you get a URL as soon as you pay for the course. Okay, so that URL, it's a fancy URL. You can upload the files. I'll give you access to the server, and I'll take one special class on that, how to upload files, how to show them on your web pages so that you can share it with your friends. Okay, so just give me a break here. You guys can take a break too. uh, have some water or coffee or anything, you guys can have. It's just a 1 minute break, so I'll be back in 1 minute. So great. So yes, so the next set of tags. Okay, the next set of tags are text formatting tags. So now we see, just whenever we see our page here, it's some bold text here and some normal text here. That is it. Now how do we format this text? Now I want this heading to be bold and this guy to be italic, and then I need small tag, I need to highlight it, I need to write some codes, I need to do everything. So let's start a simple portfolio. Okay, I'll be writing my portfolio, so your job is to write your portfolio. Okay, so let's do that job. So before going into the program, I'll just explain you guys what we're gonna see. Okay, great. So let me just move this guy here. Oh, nothing, I just came from a break. Okay, so the set of tags which we'll be discussing are strong. Okay, so the name implies strong. Yes, strong. Then em, then del, then ins. Okay, q, oops, q, small, yeah, small, uh, then mark, and then an address. That is it, I guess. Yeah, there are two more, sup and sub. There are many text formatting tags out there, but yeah, these are of our concern. And trust me, you won't be using all these tags. What you'll be using is strong. Okay, you'll be using strong. You'll be using small. Okay, and that is it. The rest, whatever the other tags do, can be done using CSS, and it is always better to do something using CSS than tags. Okay, so just remember that. So these are the text formatting tags which we'll be talking in today's class. So let's just do it. So I'm gonna write my portfolio here. Okay, so just see it. I'm gonna share my screen. So let's write in, take a new file. Okay, I hope you guys can see my screen. There are no issues in seeing my screen. Yes, can everybody see the screen here? Great. So here, doc type HTML. So inside the HTML we have a head. So head is a very important part we'll be seeing in a while, in the coming classes, I'm sorry. So a title. So title is very interesting. I'll just write my name over there because this is about me. Okay, a title. Then comes the body here. So here I'll write something. I'll use h3. I'll say my name here. So I'll save this as portfolio plain.html because this is a plain portfolio. It does not have any fancy coloring, fancy anything. It does not have anything. Okay, so that's a h3 tag over there. And here comes the paragraph. Okay, in the paragraph the first thing I'll write is about me, so that is the kind of heading. So let's use the strong over there since it's a heading inside something. So I'll just write it here about me. Okay, and here I am a developer, tutor, and an entrepreneur at www.tutoslive.com. So I'll just save this. I'm coming back to the class here. Uh, so here, portfolio plain.html. You see it here? Okay, about me. And now you guys tell me what kind of tag is strong. Is it a block level tag or a non-block level tag? So now the question here is what kind of tag is strong? Yes guys, question to you guys. So block level or the opposite is called inline. Block level or inline? Inline. Fantastic. Good to see some nice answers over there. So you have found it, right? So there are two types of tags: a block level and inline. Okay, so that is about that stuff too. So we have covered that too. Mrs. Okay, I'm just asking what kind of a tag is it? So this is the question. Oh, you have to check this then, which occupy the whole space. So block level tags are tags which occupy the entire place, like just like this. So it's just two words, but it has occupied the entire area. You see, it's up to here. Then comes the p tag here, and p tag is this. But when you see at the strong, it does not do that. Strong has its own space. Like it does not occupy any space. It gets mingled with the line. It does not push anything to the last. Okay, so that is it. So I'm gonna write a few more things here about me. So I'll say um, I love rock music, this is for sure, and I love surfing internet, getting information. I'm an information geek actually. Like I love information. Most of the times I'll be on Wikipedia or Quora, so that's my pastime. And I am a networker. I love meeting people, and I really uh, love helping people to make them better coders. So something like that. So let's see. Okay, so this looks good. So now here, okay, so now here we what I want to really do is okay, I want to just this particular thing, I want to see it in italics. So for that, what I do here is I go here and I just say em. So em stands for emphasized. Emphasized is nothing but it's in now italics. You see here, it's in italics. Okay, and the next thing I want to do here is here I am a networker is wrong. I just want to strike it off and use the proper word over there. To strike it off, the tag to be used is del, del. Okay, and here let's do something here. I am a networking person. This is right. Okay, so now let's come back here and see. We need to have a space over there. So just a space. You see here, I am a networking person is it's inserted. That means an underline over there. INS will put an underline and del will strike it off. Okay, right? So then the next thing I want to do here is I want to make this better coders as a small text. I hope we cannot really see any difference because okay, let's do one thing here in the heading tag. Okay, in the heading tag I want to write a tagline for me, just like a highlighting line, a quote, something like that which makes sense to me. Okay, so I say make world a better place, or striving or trying to make the world a better place. So this is my caption. Okay, that's my caption, and I want to show it in small text instead of that big text. So what I really do here is I'll use small here, small, small. So oh, didn't I close it? Okay. So what is it? Is there any difference? I hope so. So let me just remove it so I can see some difference over there. So I hope there's some difference. Yeah, there was a difference. Small. So again, in this, I want to show this make above everything. Okay, I want to make it as a superscript. SUP stands for superscript. So let's see what we can really do. You see here, trying to make has gone to the top. Okay, so that has gone to the top. So where do you use this actually? Now this is not the right way to use it, so I'll just remove that. I showed that as an example over there, but where do you use this? You use this to show. Yes, where do you use this superscript? Yes, well, the small tag after the history tag, I can do that. Where do you use that superscript tag? Any examples in real time? For writing positions, yes, but more importantly, this is used very exclusively, very extensively in Wikipedia. When you see these citations, okay, I'll just show you. Let's take this guy, any guy, maybe we take this. Okay, I don't know if there are citations. So that's just mostly used for citations. You can see here 6 and 7. You see here 6 and 7. They are superscript. So we'll just write something on that lines. Okay, here for tutoslive.com, what I really do here is after the emphasis, okay, I'll use super. Okay, and here I'll write 6 and 7, just like that, just to show something over there. Okay, I come back here. You see here 6 and 7. So just like that, to show the citations over there. Okay, so that's the super, and subscript is showed at the bottom instead of at the top, and that's one thing. Not square root, square. So x square plus y square. If you want to write something x square plus y square, then yeah, you can do that. Okay, so that's one thing. And the other thing is that I want to show that these things highlighted but not bold: developer, tutor, and entrepreneur. So for that I can use mark, and again I say do not use mark. You can do this, you can achieve this using CSS. So guys who already know about CSS, they know how to do this, how to make them highlighted. So mark. Okay, this is how they have become highlighted. Now that's about me. Then I'll say yeah, that's mark. So these are the text formatting tags, and I hope we have one more text formatting tag. So what I really do here is I'll open a new paragraph here. So again here strong, so favorites. So I'll say favorites. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, it does not show it. Maybe this may help us. Okay, so here what I do here is I want to write a quote here. Q stands for quote. So let's see what it really does when I say code. So I love this quote, uh, shoot for the stars, okay, you may at least land on the moon, or aim for the stars, you may at least land on the moon. So something like that. That's a code. So I have saved it. Let's come back here and do this. Now you see the Q will add up the quotation marks here. It has added the quotation marks. But I don't want to show that there. Instead I want to show that in the next line. So what I'm supposed to do, add a line break over there. Okay, I have added a line break and I want to make an underline to this. So I can what I'm supposed to use ins to have an underline. So ins, okay, that's underlined. And one more thing I want to achieve here is after every paragraph I want a horizontal line. After every heading too, here also I want to have a horizontal line. So as Sandeep told to us that I'll remove this h3 and I'll do it here. So let's see how we can what difference. Okay, this is the problem with it. Okay, since h3 is a block level tag, it's pushing down. Okay, it's pushing down. So that's the problem over there. So I don't want to have that happen, and that's the reason we're writing here. Okay, this is text formatting tags. Okay, so to make this more beautiful, what I really want to do is like add up an image. So that's where our class, how to add an image to HTML pages. This is really important, and you'll be adding whatever the website you take, any website you take, there are images in it. Nowadays there is no website without an image. So you should know how to add an image, and it's really easy to add up an image. So even before we start looking at the image, I want to talk about something else which is really important. So let's see. So before I jump to images, are you guys clear on this? Any questions here? So you guys want to see the code, or you guys want to see the program? Yep, go ahead, shoot. What is the group name? uh, you mean the Facebook group of all the tags? No, that's not it. Group name of all the tags. It's text formatting. So I'll write it here. Here. So this, right? Yes, they are there, but uh, there's a difference between that and this. You can try it out. You won't see the difference, but I'll try to explain the difference actually. So these are called text formatting tags. So they are manipulating the text, right? So these guys are the text formatting tags. Okay, and B is bold. Yes, there are, but HTML is all about tags. If there is no tag, then the browser will not understand it. So you have to do it. It becomes that, like whenever you see the code, then you see all these opening and closing tags, but you have to live with it. So if you want to format your web page, then you have to write the tags. That's how the browser understands. Q is for quotes. So it adds up the quotation marks for the text, for the content. Yes, that's for the double quotes. And if you want to use single quotes, okay, you have HTML, we have HTML entities, which we'll be discussing in tomorrow's class. HTML entities, tables and lists tomorrow. So you guys will be seeing how to write a table, and how to write lists and entities. Okay, So any other questions here? Yeah, coming to the part, Ankush, your question. The B, U, and I. B stands for bold, which is equivalent to strong. I stands for italic, which is equivalent to EM, and U stands for underline, which is equivalent to INS. Okay, the difference between these two is that these tags, strong, EM, and INS, are called semantic or semantic. You can call it, you can pronounce it anyway. Okay. So what is semantic? Oh, SAMA. So these tags, okay, semantic tags. These tags are tags which can be easily read. Like when I say strong, it's understandable. When I say EM, it's understandable. Whereas BIU are like, these are the tags which have come previously for bold, italic, and underline. So they being replaced by strong, EM, and del. So going forward in the future, these tags will be deprecated. Oh, that's in CSS. That's in CSS. That's pronounced as M. Here it is EM, and whereas in CSS it's EM. Okay. So yeah, going forward these tags will be deprecated or deleted. So it's better to adapt to the newest versions or newest technology that strong EM, del, and INS are used the most often. Yeah. Any other questions here? Great. So let's jump to images. BR, HR, and the image tag, input tag. So they are unpaired tags. They don't have a closing tag. They are the open tag and they are the closing tag. Well, okay, let's see that what really happens. So I'm gonna share my screen here. That's the reason I always keep on telling, as soon as you open a tag, close it. Okay, just close it. So let's see what happens if you forget to close a tag. So here I forget to close the h3. Okay, you did not miss a lot, nothing, and no problem, the video will be out. So just keep on going with this class. So I forgot to close the h3 tag. I hope you guys can see my screen. Okay, so I'll just refresh this page. Now you see here it's all messed up. This is not the output I'm looking for. So where's the mistake? You cannot really find out. So to find it out, you have W3 validator. So this website will help you find out the errors you are doing. w3validator.org. Oh, not org, I guess. W3C validator. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the website. You can give your or validate by file upload. So let's upload our file and see the mistakes. So here and here, I'll just check. You guys can see my screen, right? Q is for quotations, so quotes. 9 errors and 3 warnings it says. So let's see. Element HR is not allowed as child, so forget about it because the child and unclosed element h3. Now I just close it and upload back. I'll say revalidate. So 2 errors and 3 warnings. Most probably, I mean, we're not using that. N tag, strong, Euler's nesting rules. Okay, that's a simple mistake over there. Okay. Okay, so that's, you have to close a tag as soon as you open it. That's it. Remember this. That's a best practice, and there's nothing that you could do when you miss a tag. All you can do is as an output. So if you feel like there's a different output than your expected output, then definitely there's something wrong with your tags. So go there, check back your tags, and that's the reason use something like Notepad plus plus. I'll tell you the benefit of Notepad plus plus is you click on the open tag, the closing tag will be highlighted. You click on the open tag, the closing tag will be highlighted. Okay, so just like that, see, the closing tag will be highlighted. If I see here, I forgot to close it, that's the reason it's not highlighted. Now I just close it, it gets highlighted. That's the beauty of Notepad plus plus. Okay, so let's see images. Oh, one more, go ahead. Because it's a syntax. The reason why we write it like BR, it's a syntax. We have to. That's the way it is. Like, do you think is there's another way? Oh, okay. I'll explain this. HTML does not throw any error. Did it throw any error when I forgot to close a tag? Yeah, that's what. You can write in the two ways. It interprets the same way, but writing br slash has a different sense in overall. Like, it's the right way to do it. See, there are several ways to do it, same thing, but there is a right way to do the same thing. It's just like that. Now, when you write br, the browser will read it as line break when you use the tags, okay, and it interprets and puts a line break over there. But when you write in a right syntax, it still does the same, but that's the right way to do it. So that's the only difference. You can still write as you wish. Br. So that's the right way. And to be more correct, like I say, now give a space between the closing slash. So it just interprets in the way, and HTML does not throw any error. It's that's how it is built. It's built not to throw any error. It just shows the content over there. Its duty is to show content based upon the tags you have written. So no worries about that. But when you do SEO, when you worry about SEO, then it's better to follow some standards so that the Google crawlers will crawl your website properly. Okay. Yes, any other question? Oh, thank you. Okay, the address tag. Let's see. Let me just talk about the image tag, and we'll see address. Good thing. Good point. Fantastic. So you're following the class. Great. Yes. Is Anil here? Yeah. Anil, do you have a question? You can type in here your question, or if you want to talk privately with me, you can use the two there on your chat box. There's a two, right? There's a drop down. Click on it and click on my name and just type your message, so only I can see that message. Nobody else will see the message. Okay, and the raise hand option will give me notification that you have a question. So that's that option, but you can still use the chat box to send your queries. Okay, so let's talk about the image tag here. So even before I talk about image tag, I want to show the structure of the tag. So until now we have seen only this kind of structure: tag name, then there is a content to act upon, and the closing of tag name. Okay, this is structure. Now a tag has attributes too. So attributes are nothing but which will tell which are like adjectives. So when I say adjectives, attributes, how do I explain it in a real way? So even these guys will tell the structure of the content, the attributes. They decide where to place them. They decide what is the width of that thing. They decide what is the height of that particular thing. Okay, so only certain tags have attributes. Not every tag has attribute. Like we have seen the BR tag, or we have seen the small, bold, or strong. These tags do not have attributes, but from now on, okay, we have attributes in our tags too. So attributes, so it's nothing, it's something like this: attribute name equal to, then quotes, then a value, attribute value, and like such several attributes if it has attributes. Okay, this is now the latest structure of a tag. So that's the previous structure of a tag. Now this is how a tag looks like. So it has now an attribute, and the attribute has a value. Okay, so in that context, how do we insert an image into our website? We insert an image using img. This is the tag. This is unpaid tag. It closes by itself. There is no closing tag for it, but it has attributes. Now just what attributes does it have? It will have what is that image you want to show on the web page. You have to give the source of the image. So this is nothing but path to image. Okay, then this has a width equal to, this is a number. So what should be the width of that image? And this has a height. What should be the height of the image? This is again a number. And it has alt attribute is very important, because if the image is not present, or somehow if the image is missing, then alt will be shown there. So this is alternate text to be shown, and an image has a border which is again a number. So this is our image tag. Okay, now let me just explain everything here. src is a source. Okay, so now for instance, let's take this structure here. Oh, so I have a folder here, right? We have a folder called Super 10, right? That's where we are saving our programs. So Super 10 is our folder. So inside, let's say I'll just open up a new folder inside Super 10, and I call images. Okay, now here we have our program, which is nothing but portfolio underscore plain.html. Okay, so where do the images go with this structure? So the images will be saved inside my images folder. So this is something like this, the structure. So Super 10 is the main folder, and the portfolio plane is directly inside Super 10, and images are inside the images folder. There's images folder, and here lies an image. Let's say the images will have extensions like jpg, png, and gif. So I'll just name a 1.jpg or 1.2.png and 3.gif. So these are the image types that are supported, or these are the image types, not just like supported. So this folder has this. Now we want the image to be inside this, right? Inside this page. So the path will be something like this: images slash if I want 1.jpg. So this is the path. 1.jpg is the src now. This is the source of that image, right? It's inside the images folder. Okay, so you have to navigate until that particular folder. Okay, so I'll be showing a real example and how do we navigate to the paths, and we'll see that. Okay, then width is a number. Let's say width is, it's always in pixels, width and height. So I'll be writing width and height and border. These guys will always be in pixels. They range from 1 pixel to unlimited. Okay, usually it will be somewhere around 100 pixels, but never ever give the border to be 100 pixels because it looks weird. Border is at most the maximum 5 pixel. Okay, the width and height will be at most 500 pixels. Okay, and alt text is nothing but, suppose you are showing a mountain picture over there, so alt will be something like this. Let's say Mount Everest. Okay, this is the alt text. So this is about our image tag. So we'll see an example. Hey Kamlesh, missed a lot of class, but don't worry, the videos will be out, so sooner or later you will be picking it up. So this is about the image tag. No, you cannot. So if you want to give a space, it's a different way, that's called character encoding. You have to do the character encoding and give the space, but it's not advised. Never ever give spaces in between the file names. Okay, so let's see an example. So here, this is my portfolio. I'll refresh this, looks good. So I want to add an image after this, here, somewhere here. Okay, so let's see how we can add images there. So before that, I want to download some images because I don't have any images. So let's just download some images from Google. So always remember, use the free images, don't use paid images because you get caught up, you'll be in a lawsuit. So don't use paid images or licensed images, it's not advised. So I'm going to increase the time. So I hope we can only finish images. I cannot continue with links. So we'll see links again in tomorrow's class. Okay, so let me download some images. Let's download mountains. We talk about mountains. Okay, mountains. So I got images here. So snow, sunset, green. This looks cool, or maybe this, and here the sunset. This looks good, and the green, this looks good. So let's download 3 images here. You guys can see my screen here, right? Okay, so I don't know these images because I won't be keeping them, I'll be just deleting afterwards. So save images. So here in Super 10, I'll create a new folder called images. Open it. Okay, and sunset or mountains, I don't want this, the whole thing. I'll just say sunset. Okay, and yeah, we are not supposed to download this because he wants. And do you know which mountain is this? You don't know, right? Okay, great. So this is green, and we're not getting this. Okay, I can download this one, and this is no. So we have 3 images here. Okay, we have 3 images here. So now let's go back to our code here. So just after the h3 tag, I want to add an image src equal to. Okay, where is the image? The image is inside the images folder. So give that images. I want to show the sunset.jpg image first. So let's see, I'm not giving any other attribute, I'm just giving a plain source. Okay, let's see now how does it look like. You see, it has been real big, full image over there. I don't want that to happen. What I want to do here is I'll give a width here. I'll restrict it, the width to be 100 pixels. So let's see. See that? It has been shrinked to 100 pixel, the width. So let that be 200 pixel. Okay, this is good. So like such, I'll just copy this and paste. Here sunset, what we have? We have snow, and what else we have? We have green. So 3 images. Okay, this is it. But there are different sizes. The height is not matching up there. So what I want to do here is I'm gonna give a height to, but I don't know how much height I'm supposed to give. Maybe that will be 200. This will be somewhere around 120. So let's see. No, 120 is fine. So this is how you add images to your web page. So everything is plain and simple, good. I can add one more image. There is a space for one more image, but even before adding that, let's do this. I'm gonna add an alt text here, sunset over mountain, and this alt. So alt is very important again for SEO and some other reason which I'm gonna show here. Snow on the mountain, and this alt is greenery on mountain. So nothing, it does not signify anything, no change. But here what I do here is I'll just do one more thing. I'll go to images folder. I'll create one more folder called mountains. Okay, and I'll just drop this snow inside mountains. What I've done is I have dragged why are they displayed horizontally? Oh, okay. Now you tell me what kind of a tag is image tag? Block level or inline? Yes. What kind of a tag is an image tag? Block or inline? So Fugali, you must answer this. What kind of a tag it is? Inline. That's the reason they are showing horizontally. If I use a break tag, what happens then? They show vertically. Okay, so now what I've done is I've taken out the sunset and dropped it into the mountains folder, and let's see now. You see here the alt text comes now. 200 pixels by 100 pixels space, snow on the mountain. So not that complete 200 pixels, but it only occupied the text space. Okay, so how do I display this sunset? Any idea what should be added so that I can display the sunset image? Give me the path. Yes, give me the path. Yeah, what is the path? What is the new path now so that I can show up? Should be, yes, should be images mountain. Fantastic. Images mountains and sunset. Or is it sunset or snow? Snow. So let's see now. Mountains and sunset. Okay, yeah, they're right there. Okay, so that's the importance of path. Whenever you find there are no images available, you have to check your path. Okay, that's one mistake people do. So what we do is we'll shift that images. I'll write them inside a paragraph. That images indentation is very important for me. I can't really write programming without indentation. So here I'll just cut them. Okay, after about me, after favorites, I'll drop them here. I'll use a HR tag, and here what I do is strong. I'll write them as my works, and I'll use a BR tag. Now you see my works. So these are my works. So if you have a portfolio, if you are a web designer, or if you are a photographer, or if you are a hobbyist, who does something, paintings or artist, so you can write your portfolio like this. So this inside the square of the image. And now drop me your screenshots. Tutoslive.help@gmail.com. Any queries, or if something that is really urgent to be done, then my personal email address. Oh, it's here. You cannot share. Only I can share my screen. So yeah, guys, this is it. The images, and let's use borders to make them beautiful. Okay, so let's use a border here. One more thing we are supposed to do here. So I'll use border to be 1 pixel. So I'll copy, paste everywhere. Okay, now let's see they have a border. Now you see a thin border. Okay, so let us just increase the border to 3 pixel, and I want to use one more BR here so that they appear real good. And see that that is it. This is my portfolio, and I want to add more things tomorrow to my portfolio. I want to add my address. So let me add my address. Okay, let me add this. So we'll wrap up this class with address. Okay, so let me just write the address tag. And address tag is nothing, it's again semantic tag. It's just there so that people, whenever the Google crawlers crawl your Google bots crawl your website, they know that it's an address. That's it, there's nothing much difference over there. So here at the very end, here I'll write contact me. So inside a strong, okay, contact me, BR. Okay, here address. So this is my address, number 402 4th A main. Okay, I have to use a BR here, it does not take the line break over there. Duravani Nagar, again a break, Bangalore 16, and a break here, Karnataka, India. So no need a break there, a full stop. So let's see how does it appear. An inbuilt thing? No, it's what's like inbuilt. So let's see here. You see, it's just an italic thing. It's nothing more than that. No, it does not add any fancy thing over there. It makes the text. But when Google crawl your website, then it okay. This is the address where this guy resides. Okay, that's what it does. Like directly. Yeah, no, that you will go somewhere else. Do you think that's my real address? No, it's not mine. But you can find my address on the emails which I'll be sending. You can see that address. That's my address. So anybody who wants to drop by, you can drop by and we can have some coffee. So no problem. I'm here always. I'm here for you guys. So yeah, that's it, guys. So that's about the class today. Images, text formatting. We'll see how to add links tomorrow. Links, tables, and lists and entities. So 4 topics. So watch the videos, practice. Go ahead, Ankush. Shoot anytime. Don't even have to ask. Say that you have a question. Shoot the question. I'm here to answer. Yes. Mark you alternate. Okay. What is it? So that's for links. I'll tell you guys that's in links. This is not an image tag. That alt is that's not actually alt, I guess. That's rel, right? Where did you find this? Because alt is alternate text. That's it. That should be rel. R-E-L. Okay, that should be this. And I'll tell tomorrow what is that exactly. That's with the links. Like rel equal to canonical, rel equal to other. So there's so many things in there. So we'll see tomorrow that. And any other questions here before we wrap it up? And guys, just leave a feedback. And that bug has been fixed. Yesterday that was a problem to submit a feedback. It's not a feedback actually. It's a summary or a feedback. Okay, this is it. The standard. That's my standard. I use only single quotes. You can use double quotes too. I always use single quotes. Why single quotes? You will come to know in PHP and you'll be habituated. That's the best programming practice to use only single quotes than double quotes. You can use double quotes, no problem. Nothing wrong in doing it. Well, no. No spaces. For text, yeah, there are spaces, but for metrics, no spaces. Yeah, so drop your feedback or summary of this class, and most probably the payment, I guess some people have problem here in the payment gateway. Is it important to quote numbers? Yes, it's it's not important. You have to do it. It's a standard. So even you can put them, without quotes too. But yeah, it's a good practice. So do that. Don't forget to not to put the quotes. Yeah, yeah. Another thing here, guys. So just as soon as the class ends, stay on your browsers. You'll be redirected to the feedback. You can find the videos, no problem. You will receive emails regarding them. Okay. Yeah. So that is it, guys. Take care. Feedback, sharing. Please do share